Child of policeman dies after ambush. The son of a policeman who was shot as men armed with guns ambushed the car they were traveling in has died. A police officer familiar with the matter has confirmed the news with reporters. The child has died, he remarked when quizzed about it. 5-year-old Zamir Morgan died after succumbing to injuries he sustained on Saturday night. His death follows that of his mother, Latoya Stevenson, who had died on Saturday night after being shot several times in the upper body during the assault. Reports were that Zamir had accompanied Stevenson and his father to a section of Reading's main road where they came under heavy gunfire. Stevenson was pronounced dead at hospital, while Morgan was hit in the head but was transported to the hospital, where he has been undergoing surgery. However, on Sunday night, news broke that he had succumbed to his injuries. His father, who was hit in the back, is still in the hospital receiving treatment. Man fatally shot during police operation in Shooters Hill. A man was reportedly shot and killed during a police operation in Shooters Hill, 7 miles Bull Bay, St. Andrew on Monday morning. A firearm was reportedly seized in the incident. Detectives were processing the scene. God bless the Liquor River. Jamaicans, particularly those impacted by restrictions from the National Water Commission (NWC), are being forced to endure worsened drought conditions as rainfall remains scarce and water levels drop to critical levels across the island. With September still weeks away and no significant rain in sight, many are left hoping for relief amidst a crisis that continues to deepen. The Mona Reservoir and Heritage Dam, two of the corporate area's main water sources, are both at below half their capacities. The Mona Reservoir, which has a storage capacity of 809 million gallons, was recently reported at just 295 million gallons. The Hermitage Dam, with a capacity of 394 million gallons, was down to 164 million gallons. The NWC has labeled the situation critical, pointing to the urgent need to conserve and manage what little supply remains. Contributing to the problem are severely reduced inflow from key rivers, inlets from the Hope and Yellows rivers, which once delivered hundreds of gallons per second to the Mona Reservoir, have slowed to a trickle. The riverbeds are now lined with green morass and a clear sign of sustained dry spell. A recent visit to the Hope River Dam in Gardentown, St. Andrew, revealed a completely dry landscape. Meanwhile, the Royal Cobra Dam in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, was still flowing, where a group of teenagers were seen taking turns cooling off. It stresses my brain because I want to go wash and I can't wash, and I'm going to wash in the river that everybody is bathing in. Are you crazy? Every single day, you get up looking for water. There is no water in the pipe. Every day, bemoaned Angela Blake, a resident of Marmy River community in rural St. Andrew. She said the water restrictions run from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily and greatly hampers the completion of her domestic chores. What are you going to do? Get up there and wash, clean and cook. You can't use river water to cook. You can't use the river water to bathe. I know that because I use it, my skin scratches me. Sometimes they charge me $20,000. It's not cheap, so you have to take your time with it, she continued. You look in the river and water is in it, yet we can't get any in our pipes, fumed Blake. Blake also expressed frustration at the inefficiencies in the system, pointing out that she often sees water gushing from broken main in parts of the city while her community remains dry. Byron Ray, another resident of the community, said he too had not seen water in his pipe for hours last Tuesday. Unlike Blake, however, he has restored to the pulling water from the Mami River to offset the water shortage. He understands that the water may have contaminations, but said he takes steps to purify it before usage. God bless the Liquor River, he stated. Them give us the water in 1 and 2 day spells. It affects everybody around here, and the people who live on the hill are suffering more, he continued. I don't buy water, I can't afford it. It is the river water I use straight. On Red Hills Road in St. Andrew, cookshop, bar and other business operators last week bemoaned the effects of water lockoffs, which they said occurred from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily in the area. For some, like Peter Gay Hendricks, whose party ice business has been suffering. For a couple of weeks now, they have been cutting the water, but when they started, it was coming back at 6 p.m. However, since lately, We started seeing it coming back later and later, sometimes after 8 p.m. and sometimes we see it going away before 6 in the morning. I have been having to purchase the filtering water to use in the ice machine, which economically does not make any sense. So I'm highly irritated, she explained, adding that sometimes after the water returns, it is often discolored and distasteful, requiring time to run off before it returns to normal. Residents in section of Portmore St. Catherine also complain about the water lockoffs. However, the NWC noted that those disruptions are most likely related to major improvement work being executed under the Portmore Non-Revenue Water Reduction Project and other activities in the area than as a direct result of the corporate area restriction schedule. Trial Fund awards 335 scholarship worth US $350,000. In a powerful display of community investment and educational empowerment, the Trial Fund has awarded an impressive 335 scholarships totaling US $350,000 to students across Jamaica, spanning high school to university levels. The initiative, now in its 15th year, is a cornerstone of the 68-year fund as it continues to uplift young Jamaicans through academic support, mentorship, and a deep commitment to national development. President of the Trial Fund, Christina, expressed heartfelt pride in the scholarship recipients during her address at the award ceremony at the Trial Club, noting that the students were selected not only for their academic achievements, but also for their leadership and community involvement. These students come from across Jamaica. They've shown excellence in academics, a passion for service, and a commitment to giving back. We are proud to support them, and we know they return to uplift their communities, Christina stated. We love Jamaica. This country welcomes us, and we're honored to invest in its children and their futures. This initiative is our way of making a lasting impact in a place we've chosen and fallen in love with, Christina added. Approximately half of this year's recipients are returning scholars, a testament to the program's continuity and the enduring relationship built up with the students, with students marking as long as 8 years in the program. Scholarship recipient Esselie Hines expressed gratitude for this scholarship and how it has improved her academic experience. Receiving this scholarship made a life-changing difference. For the first time since starting college, I was able to end the school year with my tuition fully paid, and that was all thanks to the Trial Fund, Hines stated. Managing Director of the Trial Club, Kenton Jones, emphasized the deep-rooted values that drive the scholarship program. At the Trial Club, community isn't just a part of our legacy, it's the soul of everything we do. What began as a modest initiative has grown into a powerful force for change. We've supported more than 2,300 students, many of whom are now doctors, teachers, lawyers, and leaders shaping Jamaica's future, Jones stated. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.